No doubt about it. These are the nights we love in the Fox 17 Sports Department, a chance to get out in the community and eat free food. Did I say that right? Did I write that right? No, not eat free food in the press box. I mean, get out in the community and watch some great high school football. Fox 17's Dave Foster saw some good stuff tonight. He joins us live from Smyrna. Dave, did you get any free food tonight?
No free food. You know what did happen, though? The lights just went out a couple minutes ago here at Smyrna, and there may be a reason why from the highlights we're about to show you here. The Bruins of Brentwood came here. They were trying to end a two-game losing streak against Smyrna. Now, first quarter, no score of this one. Brentwood with the ball, and you won't see it here. The ball's up the middle. That's Ty Beasley. There he is, into the end zone for the touchdown, and a 7-0 Bruins lead. In the second quarter, Brentwood had the ball again. Watch this. Austin Winfrey drops back, throws the deep pass. Andy Schumpert behind everyone. Easy score for the Bruins, and it was 14-0. Before the half, Brentwood would be threatening again, this time at the goal line, and it's Winfrey who takes it himself on the quarterback sneak. The extra point was no good, but Brentwood had a 20-0 lead at the half. In the third quarter, the route on Brentwood inside the 5. Winfrey taking it himself once again. It was 27-0 at that point. Brentwood goes on to win 34-0, and their first-year head coach, Mark Pemberton, as they went to 2-0.
Yeah, and Smyrna's had a tremendous program for years and years. You know, I hadn't been in this area, but I've always kept an eye out, and I know Smyrna has been tremendous. And, you know, that's a good feeling to come in here and put points on the board and play good defense like that. And, you know, give them a lot of credit. They played hard. We just happened to make a few plays through the air early that caused some problems. And, you know, I thought our kids played really well. Our defense has been great for 2 ball games, so we couldn't be any more pleased than where we're at.
Yeah, no doubt pleased as Brentwood does go to 2-0 with the 34-0. Just a huge win over Smyrna tonight, Paul.
You mentioned the defense. Just elaborate a little bit on that as the moths fly around you.
I'll have a live interview with one of these in just a second. No, 62-0. That's what Brentwood has outscored its first 2 opponents. They beat Cookeville last week 28-0. They beat Brentwood 34-0. So after 2 weeks, Brentwood yet to be scored upon.
All right, Dave Foster, thank you very much. I know the lights are out there, but we're going to rejoin you later in the show, so don't go far. Along West End, a powerful team from the north invades Tommy Owens Stadium. Louisville Trinity ranked 13th in the USA Today preseason poll, taking on MBA. Let's head out and check out the action. The Shamrocks getting on the board first right here. Travis Wright airing it out to James Quick, and he is quick. He motors the distance 77-yard touchdown, giving Trinity the early 7-0 advantage. Meanwhile, MBA on offense in the first quarter, struggling. Dylan Hall pitching, and it's a loose football that the Shamrocks pounce on. MBA's drive is thwarted right there, but not to be denied. Here's Hall again, firing a strike right there to Gray Reams. 35-yard touchdown's a beauty. That makes it a 7-6 game. MBA very much back in it. Still in the second, field goal time for the Shamrocks. 39-yarder right down the middle. A beautiful boot. Unless, of course, you're an NBA fan. That gives the Shamrocks the 10-6 lead. But toward the end of the second quarter, here's Dylan Hall again. Back to pass, fires a laser over the middle. Nice hands by Anthony Birdsong, and even better moves and speed. Birdsong burns 82 yards for the touchdown that gives the Big Red the 13-10 lead. But in the end, unfortunately, MBA falls to Trinity. 27-23 was the final. Time to bring in the third member of the Fox 17 sports team. Fox 17's Dan Phillips going from paternity leave to pigskins. So after spending the last week with 2 children under the age of 5, Dan, I bet you're pretty pumped for high school football, huh?
Yeah, thanks for putting me on the spot, PJ. Appreciate that. Now, I love my kids, and high school football might be the only thing that could drag me away from them. That and dirty diapers. Anywho, enough about me. Let's talk about 2 of the top teams in the Mid-State squaring off. Maplewood, the 4A runner-up last season, picked up right where they left off last week, rolling to a 41-8 win. Brentwood Academy, on the other hand, ran into a buzzsaw. Eagles clipped by one of the top teams in the nation. You just saw him, Louisville Trinity. So new coach Cody White still looking for his first win on the BA sideline. Eagles up 7-6 with 4 minutes left in the first half when the offense explodes. First, Max Staver finds Justin Anderson for a 6-yard score. That makes it 14-6 Eagles. They weren't done. BA gets the ball back, and Staver hits Jalen Ramsey in stride. He He takes it 31 yards to the end zone. Just like that, it's 21-6 Eagles. It was this kind of night for the Maplewood offense. Final play of the half. Panthers driving. Kendrick Watts connects with Ladarius Malone, who does his best Kevin Dyson imitation. Yep, he comes up 1 yard short. Maplewood came up short as well. BA gets a big win in a big way, 43-6. Ravenwood's kicking off their season tonight. Raptors hosting BGA. Wildcats won their opener and looked very good doing it. Ravenwood's D looking very good here. Robert Pomeroy pummels Tucker Bethard. He's ruled down before the fumble. Not so sure about that. Next possession, Wildcats get the running game going. Keenan Bass finds some room. Keenan Bass is going to go 29 yards. That led to a field goal and a 3-0 BGA lead. It stayed that way until the second quarter, when the Wildcats add another 3 points with a 24-yard field goal and make it 6-0 BGA. And those field goals were huge because the Wildcats hang on to win 20-17 and improve to 2-0. So a couple of good wins for BGA out of the gate, and somewhere I can hear George Plaster very happy that his alma mater is doing well out of the gate, Paul.
Are you trying to set me up, trying to get me to do a George Plaster impersonation? I don't do them well, but I can ask you a question, Dan Phillips. Talk a little bit about BA again. Obviously, a reputation as one of the best teams in the state. What have you seen from them so far? Well,
I'll tell you what, coming into the season, obviously they and Ensworth were picked as the two top teams perhaps in the state in Division II. Last week, as we mentioned, BA struggled, falling big to Trinity, which a lot of teams are going to do. Obviously, they're one of the top teams in the nation. But it was good, if you're an Eagles fan, to see them bounce back tonight in a big way. As I mentioned, it was 7-6 late in the second quarter against Maplewood when they went off. And as you saw, won big, Paul.
All right, Dan, thank you so much. Your wife called during your segment, pick up some milk and some extra diapers on the way home. That was the message. Have fun with that. Long way to go before the clock runs out on Fox Football Friday. Next up, trips to Blackman and Mount Juliet. But first, let's hear from the cheerleaders.
We're the Brentwood Academy cheerleaders. Stay tuned for more highlights on Fox